Hello and welcome to another update video about render. On the render chart, we have seen only a 3-wave rally from the August low. I think I talked about that already in the last video. So there are a couple of ways how the market could still move higher, but we want to talk about the critical support levels that do matter now. The move down is very, very sharp. I mean, it's much sharper than this pullback was between the 9th of August high and the 19th of August low. So there is potentially something more bearish playing out, which obviously we can never rule out, especially when we get only 3 waves up, and it reacted perfectly to that 100% extension. So in the yellow scenario, obviously the idea is a larger wave 4 could have bottomed here on the 5th of August. The main support level is at $3.23. Below that level, it's really the bullish scenario becomes less likely anyway. Already now, I mean, again, we only have a 3-wave move up, right? So the only bullish count I can imagine really that's realistic is here as a larger ABC structure, which would be part of this overall larger diagonal on the longer time frame. I mentioned before, it is possible that we're moving up in an impulse here, which is the white scenario, but in an impulsive wave count, the circle wave 5 here would need to be an ending diagonal the way this goes, because the move from that 5th of August low is not impulsive. So again, don't worry about the details. I think it's going to be the yellow count at best anyway, and the yellow scenario is going to be difficult to track and to trade. The altcoin sector is just not in a good state. We're dealing with 3 waves up, so it could be an A wave, absolutely. Then this could be a B wave pullback, but please note that below $3.96, the idea of a B wave pullback will reduce in likelihood. There's going to be some structural support, most likely around $4.30 here. But B waves can overshoot to the downside, absolutely, but it looks actually quite impulsive to the downside. So I am watching for still some kind of a reaction to the upside, which could indicate the start of wave C. As we all know, that can happen from one moment to another. But at the moment, there's just no sign that this C wave has started. Bear in mind that a C wave should be a 5-wave move. So what I'm watching for is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that doesn't mean we have to wait for all 5 waves, because then we're already at the target. But the initial 1-2 setup would give a clue that wave C has started. At the moment, this is all clearly just part of that local downtrend here. And the next support levels that are being approached here are $4.77, $4.42, and $3.96. Below $3.96, another low is going to be, we have to expect another low, maybe then a test of just $3.23 level. But regardless of which wave count it is, there is no low in place. So at the moment, further downside, we're watching for further downside, while being aware that we're now in a support zone for a B wave pullback. That means we just need to watch for that first 1-2 setup. And if it shows, then a C wave might take us towards the $8 mark roughly. Yeah, it depends a little bit on where this yellow wave B finds a low. So for example, we can measure that with the fib levels. What we normally would expect for this C wave in circle wave A is that it reaches the 100% extension. And from here, it would even point towards $9.68. But if we go a little bit lower, yeah, it might take us down to the $8 mark, right? Depending on where it finds support. That's the update about render. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.